to Motivational Monday Morning. How is everyone doing? I know this weekend at Team Effort Network, there were TTT parties and sharing and conversations taking place around the globe in regards to Team Effort Network. We had a nice hopping party going this weekend, and it was just a great time we had here on the East Coast. I know the West Coast was going up as well. Well, family, it's another great week. New beginnings begin. It's a brand new day. Let's get this thing rolling. You've down into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, Pastor Del Wafer. The line is open, family. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling this from?
Don Joseph, Emeryville, California.
Well, good morning, Don Joseph. I know you're getting ready for a great big event in January. I know you're excited. I feel you're excited coming all the way from the West Coast.
The fire is lit, and we are on fire.
I spoke with Memo. I know all the fire that's taking place out there and getting in preparation for January the 10th. Wow. I'm going to have to fly in for that.
It's going to be earth-shaking and breathtaking.
I do believe it is. Wow. Well, welcome to the call center. Good to hear you this morning. Keep it coming, family. Who else is with us this morning? Introduce yourself, where you calling in from.
Season's greetings. Season's greetings. Paul Jackson, Fairmount Heights, Maryland. Good morning, Pastor Denise.
Well, good morning, Mr. Jackson. How are you doing this morning?
Doing great. Magnificent day. Magnificent day.
A beautiful day indeed. Beautiful day. Thank you, sir, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Keep it coming, family. Who is with us this morning? This is a Team Effort Lifestyle Call. Introduce yourself.
Pastor Denise, this is Keith Moultrie from Olney, Maryland.
Well, welcome, superstar. How are you?
I am doing wonderful, wonderful. Beautiful day today.
Hey, Keith, you're so excited about 10. You haven't gotten much sleep since you've been in with 10, have you?
Oh, not at all.
You're on a mission. You're going straight to get your car, right?
That's right. That's right. All three of them.
Oh, well, welcome to the call, sir. Keep it coming, family. Who's with us this morning? Introduce yourself.
Millionaire in the making, Sheila Taylor McDuffie from Lanham, Maryland.
I guess you are millionaire in the making.
Good morning.
Having parties like we had on Saturday, I guess you are millionaire in the making. If you keep doing parties like that, everybody's going to be a millionaire.
I know that's right. That's the plan. That's the plan.
That's a good plan. So welcome to the call. Keep it coming, family. Listen with us. Introduce yourself.
Sabrina Fields, Brandywine, Maryland.
Well, good morning. Welcome to the call. How are you? Who is that from Brandywine?
Sabrina Fields.
Sabrina. Oh, Sabrina, low. I go to party, girl. Well, Sabrina, I'm going to tell you, you hosted one. That was that presentation, that TTT party that you all did on Saturday. I don't even have the words for it. That's the way a TTT party is supposed to be. My goodness. It was incredible. Incredible. Great, beautiful job. And tell your mom and dad they need to lay off of that B-boost.
Oh, yeah. I get it from them. That's why I finished all night, too.
It was incredible. Everyone had a wonderful time. You got new business partners, and Ciara and her team, Monica and all. We got to take that show on the road, okay?
Okay. Let's go.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
I tell you, family, you guys have got to be doing TTP parties. You're missing out on so much of the heart of your business if you're not committed to doing weekly TTPs. They are so necessary. We had a great one on Saturday. Of course, we do them every week. But Sabrina Fields hosted one on Saturday in her home, and it was incredible. There was dancing. I'm going to tell you, the vitamin sprays do a lot of wonders because I'm telling you, Pastor Dylan had a little bit of rhythm. He was on the dance floor, and I know it's because of those vitamin sprays. He was from me. We had a wonderful time. People were kind of, there were door prizes. Sabrina shared her testimony. The wonderful Sierra Taylor broke down the compensation plan. I'm telling you, boy, made it so sweet and easy to understand. And then we had Monica, another great leader, who talked about the product and her education and her knowledge, and she made it so sweet to hear. It was just a phenomenal event in the house, and I'm thinking everyone should be doing this around the world. Mel Gill is right. If you guys are not having fun doing this, you are not doing it right. Have fun doing it because we are having fun and the teams are growing. I want to keep you in mind, we just a couple of months away from the Big Ten extravaganza that's taking place on Saturday, March the 14th. Get your tickets before this week is out, or you're going to lose that early bird special that's taking place. Get your tickets, focus, family. Get your tickets before the week is out. You don't want to get stuck paying more than you have to. It's going to be worth it anyway, but take advantage of the early bird special and be there for the big celebration in March. You know, I was thinking this morning of all these wonderful testimonies and stories that we have. You know, when we hear about Sabrina Fields, who was diagnosed with low vitamin D levels at the age of 18 and not wanting to take pills and the result of that. And here's her story. A lot of times you hear these wonderful testimonies about people, or you're reading articles about these things that have happened to people, how they come through it. But it's very seldom you get to meet the person face to face. And that's the beauty behind Team Message Network. We get to hear these stories about how people had diabetes and now it's under control, how they had high blood pressure and now it's in control, how they had fibromyalgia and they were taking 10 to 15 different medications and now they're off the medication. How I was going to need a lung transplant, now I don't need it. You know, just all these wonderful stories that you hear, and you get to meet that person face to face. We don't have to worry about reading about them and never meeting that person, but we get to come together at these big events and meet them face to face and have them tell their own story to you and their own passion in their own way. And this is the beauty behind what we're doing. We're literally seeing people's lives change one spray at a time, and it is priceless. Well, I'm going to stop right here and bring on my dancing partner because I did not know he could dance. But since he's been on that big boost and that still energy, I think they took to the pep in his step. Are you there, Pastor Del Wafer?
Hey, I'm here. And I may lose you shortly, so I'm going to go ahead and just say, hey, welcome everybody to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. We're so excited about where we are and what's taking place. And, man, I tell you, we had a series of great meetings this weekend, series of great TTPs, and just a blowout meeting over there with the team takeover at Tierra Taylor, and my goodness, man, yeah, Sabrina Fields hosted it at her beautiful home out in Brandywine, Maryland, and just a packed house, guys. I called it the official NCAA Christmas party because it was really banging. They had great food, great people, great dance, and it was a great environment. And so we're really excited about, you know, the motivation that the team has and the motivation that things that are happening at the level and the speed that things are happening. You guys got to get excited, guys, because I'm telling you, there's just so many things happening. There's so many new people coming into the business. We're getting fired up for some new trainings, some new programs that help at the turn of the year to get us even moving our teams even faster. So you definitely want to get your people out there. That's all I heard when we were at the Saturday night TTP party. People talking about, hey, I got my ticket to Vegas. Everybody's excited about going to Vegas. So you definitely want to get to Vegas because it's going to be on and popping. It's going to be an exciting time. But I just want to say, hey, listen, great call this morning. You're going to have, of course, with Coach Nikisha Bond. But I am walking right now into Dulles Airport, getting ready to get an airport line. So I'm going to leave you guys in good hands with Pastor Denise and Nikisha Bond. And I'm going to make my way to Atlanta, Georgia, and see if I can hook up with Kevin Bond.
Wow. Okay. All right, twins. Safe flights, man.
All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds great. Wow. I tell you, that's it. We got to keep it going, fellas. 2015 has started right now. And Team F Network out 2015. has started right now. Things are exciting. Things are happening, and you're in position, stand position, and ride this wave of growth because it's happening. Well, it's Monday, and as you know, we always bring on our coach for the week, Coach Nikisha Bond, who brings us great tools and ammunition and things to listen to and to apply to our business that we can grow, and educate ourselves and just fill ourselves with knowledge. Like Barry Ackles says, when your belief level grows, your income check grows, your check grows, and that is so good. And Nikisha brings some great things that we can apply as we're sharing what we're doing here at Team Method Network. So let's welcome to the call Coach Nikisha Bond. Are you there?
I'm here, Pastor Denise. Can you hear me okay?
I can. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. Good morning.
Good morning. How was your weekend?
It was a good weekend. Busy, but it's good. So I'm excited. I love hearing about all. Yeah, busy is good. I'm excited to hear all the TTPs that are going on, all the excitement that's happening. And so I think that this training is going to be really good for some people who are saying, yeah, I hear everybody's doing all of these great things. What am I supposed to do? Give me some tools. So I have some tools and some tips that are going to help people to grow their business today. So I'm very excited to present this.
Well, let's go, Nikisha. Go ahead. What do you have for us today? I'm ready. I have my pen and paper in hand.
All right. So I have a lot of points. So you'll definitely want to make sure you have a lot of paper and a nice big pen with a lot of ink in it. So today we're going to talk about marketing ideas for your 10 business. So, you know, one of the great things about network marketing is that it is a traditional business. You're just kind of getting it at a discount price. But we still have to do marketing. We still have to put ourselves out there because people are looking for these sprays. I can tell you that, guys, right now, they are looking for these sprays. And you may not physically be able to meet every single person who's going to be in your business. So when you start to add marketing into your business, you can start to reach a whole nother caliber of people on a bigger scale. And that's what we want to do because we really want to grow this brand. We want to grow this business. And, of course, we want to make sure you get some money in your pocket. So I've got a lot of notes that I want to give you guys today. I'm hoping that I can get through all of them. I talk pretty fast, so I think we'll be okay. You guys ready? Let's get started. Okay. So these are just a number of events. They're not in any particular order. They're just numbered 1 through, I think, I have 24 on here. So, you know, take the ones that you think will be good and helpful for your business. The ones that you're not going to use, don't worry about it. Okay. Number 1, attend meetings such as BNI or your local Chamber of Commerce. This is a great way to meet other entrepreneurs, to meet other people who are business savvy. And let me tell you something. When you're explaining network marketing to someone who already has a background in business, it makes a lot of sense really, really quick. So these are definitely some people that you want to get in contact with. And remember, all of these areas that I'm going to be talking about here, we always want to remember, you may not close the sale on the first time that you meet them. In fact, there's only like a 5% chance that you're going to meet someone and close them on the business the first time you meet them. Usually it takes about 5 exposures for someone to decide they're going to join your business or even try your product. So you want to remember, this is a great way for you to continue to build that list of yours. So a lot of people, they go, remember how we start our business, we build a list, and then we call all the people on our list. Well, you have to keep growing that list if you're going to keep having people that you want to call. And so going out to these Chamber of Commerce meetings is a great way to grow your list and to meet other people. And not only that, when you're meeting other entrepreneurs, maybe they're not interested in your business, but they might know someone who's interested in your business. So it's a great way to connect and network with people and grab some some email addresses and phone numbers. Number 2, we have blogging. You can get a lot of leads for blogging. So if you're wondering what blogging is, it's basically just writing a news article on the internet. And there are some great free websites like blogger.com or wordpress.com that I personally use. And these are great ways that you can put out information about the sprays. Because you know what a lot of people are very attracted to? People go on the internet, and when they search, they're usually looking for answers. And so a blog is a great way to expose expose the answers that people have questions to. So someone goes on the internet and they say, what is a vitamin D deficiency? Well, if you have a blog that's like an article that's titled vitamin D deficiency, you're able to have that on the internet. And then what the Google crawlers do is they go around and they say, oh, this person is asking a question about vitamin D. This person over here has the answer about vitamin D. And then they link you two up by you coming into their search results. So blogging is a great way to put lots of information about these sprays that people are probably already looking for in their fingertips so that they can get connected with you, and then you can go ahead and link them up to your 10 websites. Okay, number 3, social networking. Now, a lot of us are already doing this. I see a lot of heavy traffic on Facebook, which is amazing. There's also Twitter out there. There's Pinterest, and Pinterest is basically putting up a lot of pictures and people linking those pictures and connecting that way. Someone sees a picture that kind of catches their eye and they link to you that way. You have LinkedIn, where you can get a lot of professional contacts. So the goal is to pick 2 or 3 sites and just work them intensively. You don't want to spam people, but you definitely want to make sure that your presence is felt and that it's very consistent. And so social networking is a great way to get in touch with people that you might not have their phone number, but maybe you can remember them when you link up to them on Facebook. That's another great way when you're having new people come into your business and you're telling them, okay, make a list of 100 or 200 people. The first thing they're going to say is, I don't know 100 or 200 people. Well, after they've exhausted all of their phone contacts, which you might be surprised how many people you have there, going out to your social networking can give you a whole nother area. And if you know, this is a great tip if you didn't know this, if you go into Facebook and you go into someone's profile, a lot of times people have their phone number in their social media profile. So even if you only can connect with them, like, oh, I remember your name, you can go into their page and you can see their phone number, or you can send them a personal message. I'm talking of Facebook specifically. So that's a great way to do a lot of marketing. And remember, make sure that you're putting your 10 website there so that they have a place that they can go back and reach you if you're not putting your phone number out there. Number 4, we have newsletters. Newsletters are a great way to build a relationship with people. Everyone that you should be meeting, you should be putting them into your newsletter funnel. Why? Because people want to hear from you. They want to hear when you have specials. They want to hear when you're going to be having a new event. They want to hear when we have a new spray that's going to be launching, or when we have the new event that's coming up in March. So a newsletter is a great way to take all of these contacts and put them in like a drip file and just keep dripping them information, because you never know where they just see that exposure. And then maybe 6 months down the line, they're like, you know what, I need to get some new vitamins. Maybe I'll try that vitamin spray that I've been seeing in that newsletter that I've been getting. So this is a great way to connect with your audience and to continue to have that constant contact with them so you can be in your face. And that's really what marketing is. It's, you know, why does Pepsi market? We all know what Pepsi is. Why does Coca-Cola market? Because they're continuing to put that brand into your face. So when you go to the store and it comes down to making that decision on what soda you want, theirs will be the one that pops up into your mind. So even big businesses are always branding. Number 5, e-courses. So this is good where you can have a business-related topic, or you can have, a spray-related topic, just something that gives people some information. Again, one of the things you have to remember is that when you're out, and e-course is something that you're going to do on the internet, is when people are out on the internet, they're looking for information. Now, they may not be looking for your particular opportunity, and that's okay, because a lot of them are looking for work from home businesses. A lot of them are looking for, how do you work from home? How do you find a work from home business? How do you determine a good network marketing opportunity? And these are all questions that you can help to answer and connect with those people who are already looking for you. And so e-courses are a great way to do that. And really it's just writing up some information, putting it in a PDF file and giving people a link where they can access it. And usually you'll trade that link for their contact information. So again, you can put them into your sales funnel, either a newsletter or something that you're going to be contacting people on a regular basis. Number 6, business cards. Business cards are just universal. You should always have them, especially if you're going out to any type of networking meetings. You always want to exchange business card information so that people can have your information and that you can get their information. So that's just, vital to success. Make sure that you have a business card. Number 7, videos. YouTube videos are so hot right now. Why? Because people don't like to read. I don't know why. I love to read, so I don't know why people don't like to read. But people don't like to read. They actually love to watch videos. We're very visual people. And when you're out there and you're having a TTP and you show how everybody is so excited, I think Pastor Dale, I saw one time, he put a video where he was driving down the street and all you saw was all these cars lined up for the TTP. That builds a lot of excitement because people are like, why are there 80 cars in this neighborhood all going to this one house? I wonder what's happening over there. Let me go and see. Let me find out. And so you can really use videos to tell a story. I know Terry Whitener is so wonderful. We love you, Terry. And he's always putting these videos up on YouTube. And people are finding them, right, Pastor Denise? I have people telling me all the time that they're finding these videos and they're seeing it. And what also happens, too, if you think about it, every time you post something on the internet, and you use the 10 Team Effort Network, you use your name, it makes it like a little check mark, like, oh, this is becoming very popular. So every time the videos come out, Facebook postings come out, people have a website, it's just kind of ticking and making 10 go up higher in the search results. So when people are looking for network marketing opportunities, 10 will go up a little bit higher every time we're posting. But videos are so great. We should be doing videos to show the sprays, to showcase the sprays, and especially testimonials. I cannot tell you guys how many sales I've made just off of people watching testimonial videos, because they're hearing it from the person, they're seeing that person's excitement, and they want to know what it is too, and they want to get involved. So videos are huge, and I definitely think we don't have enough of them out there, so this is a great way to promote your video. And you can also put a link to your website in that description page on the YouTube video. Podcasting. Now, Kevin Vaughn, I'm not going to go too deep into this because Kevin Vaughn is doing great podcasting. And one of the things that I love about podcasting, which is basically just doing like a television or news broadcasting over the internet. And so sometimes people can see you, sometimes they can just hear you, but it's a great way to position yourself as a leader, as an expert that people can come to and get answers to their questions. And so maybe Kevin Vaughn will do a training for us one day on podcasting, because he has the Men's Let's Talk broadcast that he does every single week. Number 9, customers. This is such a point that sometimes we overlook. People who are just buying the sprays from me now make amazing business partners. Why? Because they're already using the products. They already probably have a testimonial, and they're super, super, super excited, and they're going to share it with people anyway. Because let me tell you something. If you've been suffering for something for a really long time and your family knows about it and everybody around you knows about it, as soon as you find something that works, you're going to be telling them, they're going to be telling everybody else. So customers make a great retail to recruit opportunity. That means you let someone try the product, you let them get a product testimony out of it, and then you're able to recruit them into the business because they're already selling it even without getting paid. So that's something that we definitely do not want to discount. Always make sure that not only are you following up with your customers every 30 days so they can get their new supply, but if they're using it, twice a month, get them on those auto ships. That also counts in your back office as points. If they don't want to join the business. So you never want to discount that you can turn your customers into a way to increase your business as well, either by recruiting them into the business or by putting them on an ownership. Okay, number 11, referrals. Oh, my goodness, you guys, we have to make sure that we're asking for referrals, even if someone says no to our business, and ask them if there's anybody else that they know who's looking to make some extra income on the side. You'd be surprised, and referrals are free. You're getting a referral for free. And here's the great thing about a referral. Is that you can get a referral today. So, for example, I meet Pastor Denise, and I introduce her to the business. She's not interested. And I say, well, do you know anyone else who might be interested in the business? And she says, Pastor Dale might be interested in the business. I call Pastor Dale, and I say, Pastor Denise recommended you for the business. Now, I don't know Pastor Dale, but just saying that Pastor Denise has recommended him for this business, all of a sudden now I have some link to him because we're both friends with Pastor Denise. And then let's say that Pastor Dale does join the business. Who's the first person I'm going to call? Pastor Denise. And what am I going to tell her? I'm going to say, hey, Pastor Dale says he's going to join this business. Is he going to be making money for me, or is he going to be making money for you? That's a great way to recruit people into the business by doing the referral tree line. So make sure that whether people are buying products from you, buying products from you, or just people that have said that they're not interested in the business, that you're getting some type of a referral, because that then, if their friend joins, I can guarantee you that they're going to join too. So that's a great way to grow your business. Fundraisers. Fundraisers are a great way to not only get some sales, but also recruit some people too. Because remember, it's about exposure. Not every single person you meet is going to join the business. I wish it was that way, you guys. I really do. I always thought that it would be great if everyone that you met just saw the vision instantly and they just all joined, because it makes so much sense. It's just not that way, but that's okay. So we'll just move on from that. But, fundraisers are a great way to also increase your brand and to do something great for another group. So you can also do fundraisers. Shows. So they have lots of health fair shows out there, and they have smaller shows, you guys. So they have some shows where you can be paying thousands of dollars to get in, and you'll get lots of traffic. But then they also have smaller shows where sometimes all you have to do is donate a gift. We've been in lots of really, really small shows where all we had to do was actually donate sprays as our entry into the show, which is one, we're in the show. All we had to do was give out some sprays. Those sprays are going to be raffled off. That's going to be more advertising for the business, and we're going to be there advertising for the business already in the show. So it's kind of a win-win. So you definitely want to make sure that you're looking for those health shows, but don't feel like you have to spend thousands of dollars, because there's lots of really small fairs that are going on all the time that you can get in for a very small fee, or just for an entry fee of giving a donation. Number 15. Oh, I'm trying to speed up, Pastor Denise. Magnets. You can do magnets. You can do writing on your cars. Imagine especially if you're someone who drives a lot. If you're driving up and down the freeway, if you're commuting, if you have a long drive, it's great to put a magnet on your car, to put some type of writing on the back of your car where it just tells a little bit about the spray, shows a little description, and gives a call to action so that people can either follow up with you on your website or they can give you a call. I've been on the freeway many times, and I've seen somebody drive by and they have a service that I'm interested in, and I call them on my Bluetooth right there. I'm like, hey, I'm following one of your trucks right now, and that's how I got in touch with you. So that's a great way to grow your business, because you're in your car, and it's always your advertising. You can go wherever you want. And even if you're parked at the store, you can still be advertising your business. Message boards. So there's lots of message boards. And the reason that message boards are really great is because usually people are asking a question. So I'll give you an example. Before my Saturn died, we were trying to see what was wrong with it. And so I was putting in some of the symptoms, and what kept coming up were all these message boards. And I found that all these people had the same car, had the same problem, and they were all talking about what they did to fix it. So that's the great thing about message boards. You can go out there and look for people who have diabetes and see some of the things that they're trying. Recommend the sprays, because usually they're asking people for advice. So this is a great way to go onto to go onto a message board, find people who are looking find people who are asking questions that you have the answers to, and place yourself as a product expert and go ahead and help answer those questions. So never discount message boards. Message boards are a little different from like social media, because it's really just they have one message, and then you'll see a thread of different answers. And so you can always put your information there. Now, you have to be careful sometimes when you go into message boards. They don't like spam. So you'll have to go in as a regular person who's saying, this is what I did, and these are the results that I found, versus trying to spam them as a business. Like, oh, try these vitamin sprays. They'll be great for you. You want to make it very personal when you go into message boards, because you don't want them to kick you out. Fishbowl drawings. So this is really good if you are at an event, because you can put a fishbowl or just any kind of bowl, and you can have people give you their information for a chance to win a drawing. So this is something that if you're at an event and you're just trying, maybe you're not reaching everybody that you want to, we always do fish bowls at all of our events and raffle something off, because that's how you get free contact information from people. And then all you may have to do is get a spray, which means that someone's going to be able to try the spray for free. But then all the people who didn't win, you can always call them and say, I'm sorry that you didn't win, but maybe we'll give you free shipping, or maybe we'll give you a discount or something like that. So these are all different ways that you can market your business and help, remember, increase that list so that you have more people that you can contact. Job fairs. You can wander around these with a logo or a T-shirt and see if someone asks you. I've never really done a job fair before, but I've heard a lot of people had a lot of really big success, because people are there, they're looking for a job. And now a person who's looking for a job might be different from a person who's looking for a business, but they might be interested enough to at least come to a TTP, to look at a webinar, to attend one of these, listen to a conference call or something like that. So you never want to discount. I haven't personally done it, but I think it's a really great idea. Joint ventures. So, you can always team up with other 10 members and do a venture together. That's a great way to kind of cut your costs and really expose your business to more people at once. These are great team exercises too. So if your team wants to put on an event somewhere and you guys kind of all split the cost and you have a booth and you kind of rotate being in that booth, that's a great way to lower your costs and have exposures to maybe some of the bigger events where it's going to be thousands of dollars. You definitely might want to do a joint venture with someone else in the business. Flyers and brochures. These are just standard things when you're going out there and you're meeting people. Always have a flyer, always have a brochure on you, because people are very visual and they like to take something home with them. Now, you can sit there and talk to someone about your business. for an hour, and they can be super, super excited. You can give them a business card, and they can totally forget all the things that you talked about when they come home because they get so excited that they can't figure out how to explain it. But if you have a brochure, if you have a flyer that you can give them, that's something that they can share with someone else. So it's very easy, and it's duplicatable. Flyers and brochures are very, very duplicatable. And so when you give someone a flyer or brochure, you just want to make sure you get their contact information, because this is all about being able to follow up with people. Remember, and I'm going to say this again because I think it's super important, a lot of these marketing strategies, you're not going to close the business on the first day. You can't. It happens. Some people are really at the right place at the right time, the right person. You say, everything just clicks. But statistically speaking, it's not going to happen very often for everyone. So you want to make sure that you're getting people's contact information. And, another great way of doing this is free samples. So I don't know what number I'm on. Doesn't matter. Free samples. So if you're giving away a free sample to someone, you definitely want to make sure that you give them contact information and say, hey, I'm going to give you this B boost. I know you've been taking a lot of energy drinks. I'm going to give you this B boost. I want you to try it. I'm going to call you back in 48 hours or 72 hours and see how that's working out for you. And then, hopefully, if nothing else, I can get a product testimony for you. That's a great way to grow your business, get people to try the sprays, but most importantly, to get people on your list that you can either put them into a newsletter funnel, put them into your drip file where you'll call them back in 6 months or whatever you need to do. You want to make sure that you're getting that contact information. So it's kind of like you're exchanging. I'm giving you a flyer, you're giving me my contact information. I'm giving you a spray, you're giving me contact information. Never let a spray leave one hand without contact information, referral information, something coming in on the other hand. Number 20, I don't know what number I'm on. Okay. Giving products as gifts. You guys know Christmas is coming up in a couple of days. I hope that almost all your gifts have some sort of spray in them. You can put a nice little bow around it, whatever you need to do. And I would say you give free samples to people that you don't know. You give these out as gifts to people that you do know, or free samples to people that you do know and say, hey, if you don't like it, give it back to me in 7 days. What do we call it, Pastor Denise? We call it the puppy dog effect. If you give someone a puppy dog and say, here, just try him out for a couple of days, see how he works in your family. 7 days later, 7 days later, they're not going to want to give that puppy dog back. That's the same thing with free samples. Exactly. You want to give people a free sample and say, hey, if you don't notice any results in 7 days, no worry, give it back to me and I'll go ahead and, I'll take it back from you. That's a great way because they're going to try those sprays, and in 7 days, if they're seeing results, a lot of times they'll end up paying you for it. So it's a great way to either promote your business or to sell some sprays. So you never want to discount giving away free samples and gifts. Just make sure you're getting that contact information behind. Okay, sorry, I'm running out of time. So I only had a couple more left, which was maybe like having a contest, and that's the same thing, kind of like the fishbowl idea, raffle idea. So here's some helpful tips to remember when you're promoting your business. Have fun. This should be a lot of fun because what are you doing? When you hear the product testimonies around here, the thing that we're doing for people is that we're giving them freedom. A lot of people have just been so strained with all of this stress and their body is just deteriorating. There are all these pills and medications and they're just feeling horrible. And then they get these sprays and all of a sudden they're able to do things that they haven't been able to do in years. Or people who have been living paycheck to paycheck who joined this opportunity and now they're getting a new car. Now they're being able to pay their bills or they're getting an extra $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 every single month. And it changes their life. And so it definitely should be fun when we're out there recruiting, when we're out there promoting our business. And if it's not fun, it's because you're putting a lot of stress and a lot of pressure on yourself. Work on building your belief more, and when you go out there and you share this opportunity with people, it'll be a lot easier. Number 2, having a compelling sense of your purpose. Why are you doing this business? Is it to give good health to people, to give people financial freedom? When you start to look at what you can do for other people in this business and what your why is, you'll see your whole business turn around because then it becomes not just about you making money for you and you being happy for you and your family, but it becomes about a lot of other people being free and being able to have financial freedom and having freedom in their health. So have a compelling sense of a compelling sense of your purpose and why you're doing this. Number 3, you want to make sure you believe in yourself. You know, this whole business is based on belief. People who have high belief do really well. People who have low belief don't do as well. And I'll tell you why. It's because when you have that strong belief, like every person that you talk to could potentially be someone who's going to get free every single time that they try these products or join this opportunity, you then feel like I have to go out there and talk to everybody that I see, everybody that I walk around. I have to tell them about it because they could be stuck, they could be in bondage, and I have the opportunity to make them free. And that's what that high sense of belief will give you. It'll take away any types of fear that you have and allows you to go out there and just be bold. Keep your eye out for an opportunity. Opportunities are everywhere. So when you're out, you know, especially now, I hear a lot of people complaining about long lines. I love long lines. Why? Because people are going to be sitting there doing nothing. Now you get an opportunity to have a captive audience and talk about your sprays. And I can tell you something. If you ask people, one of the things that they'll tell you right now is they're tired because they've been out shopping or they're exhausted or whatever they're doing. And now that's a great intro for the Cell Energy or the Be Boost. So I love long lines. So you want to make sure that you are looking out for opportunities. Even things that don't look like an opportunity can be an opportunity. Develop an elevator speech. So this is really key. You may only have about 30 seconds to talk to somebody. So you want to make sure that whether you're introducing the products or you're introducing the opportunity, that you have a quick spiel that you can give them that you say. You don't want it to sound too rehearsed. You know, you do want it to be authentic, but you want to at least know what you're going to say when someone comes up to you so that you have the opportunity to present your business. Keep your word. This is a huge one. Keep your word. Do what you say you're going to do. Have that integrity. If you say you're going to call somebody back in 3 days, call them back in 3 days because that shows how professional you are. That just builds your credibility as a business owner, and it makes it so that people want to do business with you because if you can at least call me back when you say you're going to call me back, I know that you're going to be capable of doing a whole host of other things. So you want to make sure that you have integrity. You want to make sure that you talk to everyone, that you're consistent, and that you never give up. I just kind of rolled all three of those together. You know, talk to everyone. You never know who might be ready and primed for this opportunity, and it's probably going to be the person that you think isn't ready or primed for this opportunity. So you just want to talk to everyone. That way you cover all your bases. Be consistent, especially with your marketing. Whatever your marketing you're going to do, be consistent. I noticed that the more you post, the higher your rankings get, the more people who become engaged with your articles. And here's another great tip. If you're going to be posting on the internet, if you do it at the same time every day, because remember, there's a computer system that's looking for everything. If you do things at the same time every single day, it makes it a lot easier for the Google crawlers to find you because they know, oh, okay, at 5 o'clock, they're going to be posting. Another good thing to know, sorry, I'm running out of time, but all these hints are just coming. If you're on Facebook and you have a Facebook page, which is a page that's an extension of your regular profile, you can also schedule posts. So if you wanted to post every single day at 5 p.m., that's what I do, is I can schedule all my posts for the week, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, and then never give up. You want to make sure that whatever you do, it's that consistency and never giving up. We never give up until we win, ladies and gentlemen. So don't give up on your marketing. Don't give up on yourself. You can do this. I know I've given you a lot of different ideas. Pick 2 or 3 of those and just start working them really hard. All right, Pastor Denise, I know I went over time. Sorry about that. Back to you.
Wow. Nikisha Bond, great tools to go with. And that was a lot of tools, family, to put in your toolbox. But one thing, understand this, is they do work. And this is what I would say right quick, Nikisha, because some folks are like, well, how do I get into social media? How do I advertise? I don't even know how to turn my computer on, like Barry Eccleston. I don't even know how to turn it on. If you don't really know how to put together an ad or advertisement, because there's so many of us that are putting flyers and advertising in regards to the sprays, go to any one of our Facebook pages. Go to Nikisha Bond's Facebook page. Go to Pastor Denise McDowell Facebook page. Go to Tenacious Generation. Go to Tim Prosperity. Go to Vicky Soto's Facebook page, Trey Whitener, all the names that you hear on the call, the leaders. Go to their Facebook page, and you can share any of the advertisements that they have on their Facebook page. Just keep in mind, when you share it, that you change the contact information to your information. So there's some things I post that I make it generic. You can post it, and my website is not on there, or my telephone number is not on there. So you can just click the share button on Facebook. Just click share, and just click share again, and it's on your page. It'll be on your page. So that's the way you can get started until you get more familiar with how to market on social media. Would you agree with that, Nikisha?
Absolutely, Pastor Denise. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I had to unmute. Absolutely. And you can also go to, I have a Facebook, not just my personal page under Nikisha Bond, but Spray Vitamins with 10 Facebook page. Facebook page. And I have a lot of ones that I post on there too. And again, like Pastor Denise said, usually they have our contact information, but just put your contact information on there as well, because ours will show up at the bottom and your contact information will be at the top. And so you can always just copy things if you want to. If you don't want that contact information, you can always take the pictures and post them again. The most important thing is just to be consistent about it. Whatever you're going to do is just have that consistency, because that's what draws people's attention. And it's funny, too, because you're posting, maybe you're not getting as many likes or shares as you want, but then over time, all of a sudden, you start to see people becoming more and more engaged. And that's the key within the Internet, is that there's so much noise out of there, so much information, that people are looking for what they see all the time. So you just want to make sure that whatever you do, whether you're getting it from here or there, you're making it up, just make sure that you do it consistently. You can also go to Team Effort Network. They have a social media page, and they're also posting things out there, so you can share all of their posts as well. Back to you, Pastor Denise.
Thank you. So, family, just get it out there. Let people know what you're doing. Keep something posted on your social media. Every day, eventually, people will call you back. They will call you back on it. Believe me. It happens to me every day. I post something every day, and every day someone is calling me saying, what is this vitamin spray? I need to order some, or where's the meeting? And I get business. I've gotten a lot of business partners from posting on Facebook, just from Facebook and LinkedIn. So take advantage of that. Thank you, Coach Nikisha Bond. It's been great. Another powerful Monday morning. Well, family, we're going to go out to the UK to Dr. Anita Poole with our quote for today. Dr. Poole, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Great. That was great training, Nikisha. And yeah, absolutely. Post all over the place. Let everybody know. I came across a wheel of life. Now, many of you who very into personal development, I'm sure you will have come across the wheel of life. But, I looked at it with new eyes. The wheel of life basically is, like a wheel with different spokes with the different aspects of life in order to have a balanced life and a, very fulfilling life. And the different spokes, when I looked at the different spokes again, you can relate every single spoke in that wheel to TEN. The vehicle of TEN can actually drive that wheel of life in every single way. And the different ways on the wheel are health. Well, we know the TEN sprays, absolutely great. We don't claim to treat, cure, or prevent. However, we already know with the fantastic testimonials, myself included, Denise included, Nikisha included, many, many different people that we hear from every single day, that it has helped our health and well-being. Family. We have a global family. That's one of the spokes on this wheel. Money. We have one of the best pay plans out there, basically. Relationships. For example, Denise and I, Dale and I, Nikisha and I, we have a global relationship without even being in the same country. This is absolutely phenomenal. Another contribution on the, another spoke on the wheel is contribution. We can contribute to the whole of society, a global society, because we are going global, both by health and well-being, by nutritional improvement, and by income. And income helps lifestyle, and it helps people with many of the wonderful things that they want to do, whether it's educate the children, change house, save for the education of their children, put the money into their own health and well-being, whether it is to contribute to their community, to charity, to church. This vehicle of TEN, Team Effort Network, is a great vehicle to contribute to others. The other spokes on the wheel, vision, well, great. This really, really has a huge, huge vision. Career, this enables anyone to have a career, no matter what their background is. They can be an 18-year-old just leaving school or college, or they can be one of the top CEO directors in a, huge concern. It doesn't matter what they have or haven't done in the past. This is a great vehicle for another career, basically, and for personal development, which is also a spoke in the wheel. Every day we're getting not only testimonials, not only tips, not only news about the Team Effort Network sprays and the income opportunity and what's happening, both in the USA, UK, Dubai, Japan, and we're expanding into other countries, but also we're getting personal development on a daily basis. And in fact, when I looked at that wheel, there's an inner wheel inside that wheel of life. And that wheel is all about health, basically. It's called the Wheel of Health. And when I looked at that Wheel of Health, again, the same thing happened. Every single spoke on that wheel, we can actually relate to TEN. TNA is a vehicle to enable us to actually help every single spoke on that wheel of health. And the spokes are effective eating. Well, we've had testimonials describing people using the TEN sprays, and it's helped their appetite to come under control. It's helped their body to not crave the foods that are not so good for them, and instead rebalance their body so that they're finding that their body was actually wanting the foods that are healthy, not unhealthy. Food awareness. Well, we're getting a lot of nutritional awareness through educating ourselves, educating each other about the TEN sprays and about the ingredients in it. We're learning so much every single day. The other spokes on the wheel, hydration. Obviously, that's very, very important. Structure and posture. Exercise, breathing. Well, do you know all those things, and I'm speaking from personal experience, when you're ill, it's very, very difficult to exercise. It's very difficult to stand up properly, to sit properly. Your posture just completely changes. Your breathing even changes. Whether or not you have breathing disorders, if you are unwell and you're less mobile, it actually even affects your breathing. So all these different things become difficult with any disorder. And what we're finding with the TEN sprays, because they're helping people lose weight, because they're helping people sleep better, because they're helping people improve their mood, because they're helping people detoxify, because they're helping people with their antioxidant level, their vitamin D level, their B12 level, their B6 level, their B3 level, all these different aspects, because it's helping people with their energy, they're actually able to then exercise. They're able to stand better, to move better, to even breathe better. And in fact, Denise is a classic example of that. She can breathe better, even though she had very, very severe asthma. So, all these aspects that are so important about health, including, the other spokes in the wheel, like sleep, like personal body image, like decreasing stress. Well, there's a lot of less stress, basically, if you're earning income and if you're helping others and helping yourself via these TEN sprays. So, again, the Wheel of Health TEN sprays can actually help us. And actually, by the way, I always, when I speak, try and give you some tips of some of the things that are happening in the medical field, some of the things that are happening in the scientific field, the nutritional field, the headlines, the trends, etc. Here's another one. Denise, I came across something, absolutely, I was actually surprised about. And again, it's relevant to us in TEN. Do you know, they've done a study where they actually studied energy efficient properties and compared the asthma rate in energy efficient properties to less energy efficient properties. And they actually found that the increased incidence of asthma is surprisingly high in energy efficient properties. Now, by that I mean properties with better insulation, new boilers, draft proofing, that sort of thing. Now, obviously, energy efficiency is very important. It's important for bills, it's important for the environment, etc. However, at the end of the day, it's all going to be about a life of balance, because what's happening with the energy efficient properties is because they're now so energy efficient, and obviously all governments are moving towards energy efficient properties, the problem is they're not so well ventilated. And sometimes that's even because they're not so well ventilated, and because people are sometimes heating them less, there's more mold in them, there's more damp in them. And particularly because of the ventilation aspects, that's leading to an increased level of asthma. And the rise in asthma is actually very high. This was a study published in the Journal of International Environment. Basically, for every unit increase in a property standard environment assessment point, basically, they call it a special point rating, there's a 2 to 3% increase in the likelihood of the occupant seeking medical treatment for asthma. Now, why do I mention that? Because, just a simple trend that is happening in daily life around the globe is actually leading to another issue. And the issue that it's leading to, we know we have people with asthma and with other breathing disorders, lung disorders, pneumonia, etc., who have actually improved with our vitamin D3, our B vitamins. These are all very, very important for the respiratory system, and with our Super 10 and our cell energy, because the Super 10 and cell energy contains antioxidants, powerful antioxidants that help to mop up the free radicals and the toxins, and inflammatory disorders like asthma, allergic disorders like asthma tend to have a lot of toxins, basically, and a lot of free radicals. So, we've got something huge in our hands, and like the Wheel of Life says, part of the Wheel of Life is contributing back. So, we definitely, we need to share as much as possible. We need to contribute back as much as possible by sharing and by offering the income opportunity as well. So, Anne Wilson Schaaf said, good health is not something we can buy. However, it can be an extremely valuable savings account if we have it. So, and that's what we're offering here. You can't buy health, but you can buy the opportunity to improve one's health and give the body the potential to improve one's health. And each body is different. Each body, will decide for itself. The cells will decide for itself what it needs, what it's going to react to, how it's going to react, and how it's going to get better. So the main thing is we have lots of people whose bodies and cells and tissues have already decided that they are welcoming the ingredients of the TEN sprays, and their bodies have reacted in an extremely good way, and it has actually helped to improve their bodies. So Alan Spector said, there's nothing more important than our good health. That's our principal capital asset. Well, with TEN sprays, we've got the opportunity to help people's health and well-being with that principal capital asset, TEN sprays, and increase their bank account principal capital asset. So, it's absolutely huge. Reba McIntyre said, all the money in the world can't buy you back good health. However, we know that just a few dollars a day can actually gain the TEN sprays that can help with well-being. So T.M. Barnum said, the foundation of success in life is good health. That is the substratum fortune. It is also the basis of happiness. And lastly, Kat Cora said, I believe that parents need to make nutrition education a priority in their home environment. That's what we have here, folks. This is nutritional. It's not a drug. It's not artificial. It's natural, nutritional health supplementation that the body recognizes, the body wants, and the body itself begins to improve itself. Back to you, Denise.
Well, thank you, Dr. Poole, for bringing the information to us. Very enlightening. It's always good to get that information so we can be consciously aware of our surroundings and what we're doing. It's like Mel Gill says, pay attention, pay attention. Thank you so much, Dr. Poole. Thank you, Nikisha Bond, for the great tools for today. That family, go out there, take these tools, put them to action, make them work. Be conscious of your surroundings. Do not forget to join the call tonight. It is Monday night, so Barry Apple is on tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not forget to get your tickets for the tennis extravaganza. If you haven't gotten them all already, this week will be the last week. I think next week. Well, you have to end this month to take advantage of the early bird special. So let's take advantage of that. And for those who qualify for the iPad, the free iPad, congratulations to you. Family, also join the Spanish call in just a very few minutes right here at this number. If you have Spanish-speaking friends, get them on the call this morning. I believe Christy will be on this morning. Same number is going to be 9:10 a.m. Pacific, 12:10 Eastern Standard Time. Be back with us again tomorrow to hear more great things. We'll have a great call tomorrow. Great call tomorrow. Great leaders will be on the call again tomorrow. Join us, join us, join us. And we look forward to being back with you tomorrow. Go out there and make it happen. Know this, family, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. Have a blessed day on purpose. God bless you all. Mwah.